Welcome back to my channel. This is Mystic Shakti, and today we are doing something different. So, this is how I journal before I go to sleep every single night. So, let's do the live journaling before you go to sleep. Let it find it on the right day when you need it the most. So, today being on 18th, it's 18 on the timer. 18th of November, I did something crazy that I was supposed to do a year back. And to be honest, uh, if you see, yeah, this is an old journaling I used to do. My normal journal book has ended. It was written on 4th of October 2024. Excuse me for the handwriting. But I had written the same thing about letting go in the month of October and in the month of November back in 2024. We are sitting in 2025. A year exactly after that, I'm writing everything about what I have allowed something to go out of my life. So I wrote down something, but how I journal normally is this. I sit with myself and I ask, what did I do today to allow these changes to happen in my life? So, first thing, why did I take this harsh step? So, today, to brief you up, I broke a relationship which was like a decade old almost, and I was quite dependent on this relationship emotionally. But since last 3 4 years, I was finding it there was some kind of a disconnect between us, but somehow I was not allowing this person to go out of my life because uh, I have this habit of making this one person very important in my life. So if you're my best friend, you would know everything about me, and apart from you I will not go out and speak about myself to anyone else. So I'm open to very particular people in my life, very few people in my life, and this happened to be one of them. I know there were callings, I know there have been in the intuitions that were trying to provoke me and tell me that you have to get rid of him, but I was not. Finally, I had to break the cords today. I did break the cords. Since last 6 months I've been doing it, I could not do it. First is that. Second, uh, there have been good friends of mine who were helping me with some or the other source. I literally broke up with four such situations, two human beings, and one such situation, one pattern that was putting me back in the loop. So, to cut the story short, the question that I ask every single day is, why did I take this harsh step? So that whenever I come back to this page of mine, I know exactly why at first place I rejected or I stopped or I broke this karmic pattern. So the first question for you all is going to be, why did I take this harsh step? Or however, whatever you did today, why did I do it? Is the first question, first statement that is supposed to come out of you. I didn't feel respected, is my first statement. Whatever I said, it was shrugged off. I always felt that what I speak, because someone's profession is quite, I'm in a profession of energies. I am an tarot card reader, I'm an energy reader, I'm a healer, therapist. Unfortunately, when there is a physical pain, that is quite visible, but when there is a mental pain, that's quite disrespected. Hence, a doctor will always be paid more or will always be preferred over a psychologist or over a psychiatrist or over a therapist. We always prefer allopathic over Ayurvedic or homeopathic. Why? Because the recovery takes good amount of time. So the mental health for 11, again, I'm used to this, again, I'm this. The mental health is always considered as it's nothing, and especially the era I come in from, we never had doctors for it, or we did, but there wasn't any awareness. So we had a family sitting together and the counseling was done then and there. So with the word of mental health, people feel it's nothing, you should not be paid for it. And trust me, for the very first time when I told one of my loving people, when of my very close group of family, that I'm a counselor. So the first question that came to me directly was, do people pay you for that? I said, yes, people do pay me for that. So yes, the mentality. Now, one statement that went to these people was, just because your work is provable, is seen, is constructive, or is visible to eyes, that means you will value everything you do. But because my work is not visible to your eyes, does it look like fictional? And hence, you don't give me that level of importance. I don't feel respected in what I do. That was one of the biggest reasons for me to start distancing from so many people of mine. I didn't feel heard. So whenever I shared some knowledge, I felt I was ignored. I was not being heard. I was not being uh, understood. Or even when I said, it was blubbering, whatever you call it, sorry. It was just chatting. It was just, gossiping for them, whatever this was, it was always unheard. And this made me furthermore go wild or aggressive towards them and towards myself more. Like, they don't listen. Why the hell do you keep on speaking about all these things to them? So yes, that's where I felt unheard. I was not feeling that emotional connect. The most important point here, whatever the relationship I shared was different initially. It was a complete package. I am, as I said, I'm people's people. People's people, not in a way of people pleasing, but I understand. I'm an empath. So I connect with people quite easily. And I feel I'm blessed that an unknown can come to me and speak their heart out. Blessings, I would say it this way. So I have always been connected to people. But then when I needed them back, I was always shown a back. Now, this is not victimhood. These are facts that have happened with me. Now, there has come a point where I felt, you know, I don't feel that emotional connection because whenever I speak, I'm not heard either, or I don't feel respected. My work doesn't feel respected. And they find it fictional. They find it, it's not respected in short. So there is no emotional intimacy in any form of relationships I have, maybe friends, maybe my uh, relatives, or even a friendship or love relation, or even in my with my colleagues, with my office structure. When I reflect on all these energies, why did I leave certain relations? Was these are the three main reasons, and the most important reason I feel is emotional disconnect. I'm someone who believes more into emotional intimacy than anything else. Let's go ahead and write a couple of few more things. I thought to write it down, but before I move towards another steps, second question I keep asking every day I sit and journal is first thing is, what made me take this step? Second question is, will I be able to take it in a right way, or would I be in a situation to go back, or would I be going back to the situation over and over again? So what happens when I go back to the same loop, and what happens when I take a jump? Of course, these answers are quite straightforward and quite understandable, that if I go back into the same loop, I will be wasting my time and I won't be. So I have to keep on reminding myself these things over and over again. Now I've stopped doing that. But then this is one of the steps I used to do in the beginning of my journaling. What if I go back in the same loop? So I would be wasting my time, my energy, and then again it will be always demotivating. So probably even if there is a new idea coming to me, before someone else shut it down, I would shut myself down. So I used to write it down constantly so that I know that I'm not supposed to go back there first. Second reason I used to always give is energies. Energy is quite powerful, and with these work I'm doing, I understand energies are quite valuable and cannot be replaced. Energy is a flow. I have to save it. I have to protect my own energies and really cannot be over giving it to anyone. End of the day, when I sit with myself, again, not a victimhood statement, when I sit with myself and I reflect, I see that I have been filling cups, but my cup has always been empty. Like, it's not been written. The emotions that I invest in, I don't get that written from those particular people. So I had to allow myself, my god, sorry, I had to allow myself. Hmm. Yeah. I get so engrossed into these things that at times 10, it's an end. It's an end of so many things in my life. Yeah, it's an end. That's the way universe tells you, uh, we are celebrating you. We are celebrating you. It's a good thing to laugh. I'm so sorry. Yes. So that's how I always reflect onto my days. Why at first place did I take the decision? So when I write down, not criticizing others, but to know that why did I feel bad about it? Why my inner child is feeling sad about the situations? I have spooky vibes today. I don't know, out of nowhere. Well, because you joined into this video, I hope this short journaling helps you because you joined in into this video. Let's go quickly take a card reading for you all. Let the people who have 11:11. Wow, the manifestation is coming true. And I guess I'm recording it at around 11 o'clock, 11:11. I don't know the time. Ooh, leaves renewal progress. 11, 22, and 23. 1, 2, 3. Wow, progress. Progression. Yes. Renewal, revival, and progress. You might be seeing leaves, of course, different kind of leaves. You might be seeing dragonflies. You might be seeing, you are getting inclined towards stone, towards crystals. Canada, yellow, orange, green, these are the color significance. The old leaf is shedding down, the letting go process is happening, and the new leaf is taking birth. You might also be experiencing this, that the plants that you own in the garden, in your backyard, or maybe you are seeing in your surroundings, there are old leaves that are shedded out of season. It's not season, but the new ones are coming out. Let's take a final one card. Wow. Maintenance, encouragement, and guidance. The new leaf, the new idea is being born. And now this birth has taken place and it's growing to fullest. It's growing to fullest. You could also be seeing rains. Rain could be significant in some areas. Whatever this is an powerful progression. Okay, I'm also seeing lips here. So you are getting outspoken, courageous. Uh, you are speaking your true self because you're allowing that anger to come out of you. You're creating that space. Hence, there is a new growth. Didn't I talk about there is a new growth? See, little sweet plant here. The root, the stem coming out of the ground, the earth, Mother Earth. Yes, you are gardening. You are actually, you have sown the seed and the seed is coming out. It's becoming a plant. It's a growth. It's a manifestation that is coming true. And I want to pick one last card for you all. Thank you for being on this page and subscribing to my channel. If you haven't yet, please do that. All it takes is your presence and self awareness. The more in this present moment you live, the more aware you get about yourself, the better you know about yourself, and better the life gets. You are actually a diamond that is rising from the basics. A diamond cannot be, well, a diamond, when shaped, has to go through so much of process, and hence the value of a diamond is always much, much higher than any other metal. So, yes, any other crystal. So, yes, definitely, there is something major happening in your life, and this diamond is uprooting now. The flowers are uprooting now, too. So, yes, the fruits are coming in. Everything is happening for a highest reason. There are no coincidences. Allow it to happen. Surrender. Go with the flow. Keep on journaling. Keep on venting out. Ask the right questions and let your pen speak. Take it out on the book of the selves. Thank you so much. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. Om Namah Shivaya.